Hey, and we are live. Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. Hey, it's Dee Dee, and I am here. And you see the title, and it is Trusted with More. More of anything, more. Can I be trusted with more? We want more and more and more these days. We're asking for more and more these days. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. Hello, how are you? How are you? How's your day going? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Is your day going well? Hope so. Hope so. I'm going to give it about a few more minutes and we'll get started. Oh, I did put the perimeters on there, 5 minutes or more. You'll be able to say something. Oh gosh, I tell you, happy Thursday. Today is my Friday because I'm out tomorrow and I am super duper excited about that. Super duper excited about being out tomorrow. So I am D with Motivated to Soar. And if you have a minute, go over and check it out my channel. If you like it, subscribe. If not, we're still cool. We are still friends. DD with Motivated to Soar. That's right. That's right. That is me. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about can I be, yeah, can I be trusted with more of anything? More money, more time, more friends, um, anything. Yeah, can I be trusted with more? That is the question. Hey, God Confidence, how are you? How's your Thursday going today? Hope every day is going good for you. Yeah. Just going to be talking about can I be trusted with more? More of anything. We want more of this, more of that, more, more, more. We want. But can we truly be trusted with more? Can we be trusted with more? We're always asking, God, give me more finances, more finances. But can you be trusted with $10, $100, $1,000? Can you be trusted with that amount of money? How are you going to store your money? Are you just going to throw it away? We see that a lot with the lottery, right? We see people, win the big pots of lotteries and then what? 3 years later, they are dead broke. They are out of money. And you're like, what did you do with that money? And then we're thinking, would we be any different? Oh, if I get my money, I'm going to save the world. Oh, I'm going to start this big garden for the community. Or I'm going to give to the poor. I'm going to do this. Yeah. So, yeah, please like everyone, hit the like button. Thank you, God Confidence. I appreciate it. Yeah. So we're always asking for more. But are we really going to be wise with what we receive? Are we really going to be wise with what we receive? Yeah. So if you ask yourself, if you right now, today, if you were to come into $100,000, what would you do with it? You got to start thinking, okay, I need to start planning. What am I going to do with that money? Or am I just going to go day by day? Am I just going to go day by day? What is the plan if I win that type of money? What would I do with it? Yeah, so we have to really start thinking about what we're going to do with it. And one way of doing that is to track your spending. Just start tracking your spending for 30 days. Start looking at what you're doing with your own personal money right now. When you get paid, what are you doing? And I've talked about this before in on some of my other videos about the fact that when I get paid, I give myself a set limit amount of what I'm going to spend. And I know the number that I'm about to give. I've given it before, and I know the number I'm about to give. It doesn't sound like a lot of money, but I give myself 100 to $125 to spend. Because if I'm honest, everything I really need is already in the home. We don't eat out a lot at all. We don't. I'm going to go on a limb and say 75 to 80% of the time we eat at home. So we don't eat out a lot. So I don't need money to really spend on food. If I want to go out with my girlfriends or me and my husband go out, yeah, we can, but that's not something we do a lot of. We eat at home a lot. So yeah. For its clothes, I have all the clothes I need. I have everything I can think of in that area. Will I buy something from time to time? Of course I do. But it's not going to be anything that's going to be really expensive. Done with buying any kind of um, high priced items. So, no need of anything in that area. So, not going to be spending money there. So, I really track my money. Now, I'm going to tell you what I really do enjoy spending money at. I love nail polish. I am a big advocate for keeping my nails polished, my toes polished, that type of thing. And I do it myself. I don't go to the salons to do that. So I really enjoy doing that. That's the self-care thing that I enjoy doing for myself. So yeah, I'm going to spend a couple of dollars here for nail polish, but nail polish is not that expensive. So $25 every time I get paid to just I really want or like, I may go and have a massage. I go to the beauty colleges and have the massage. That's like $20. And you're not supposed to tip the students, but I still tip them anyway. Don't tell on me. Don't tell on me. I just feel like anybody who provides a service deserves to get tipped. So I'm not going to spend a lot of money. So yeah, just start tracking your money, create a budget. And you have to ask yourself, am I being faithful over the money I have now? Am I being faithful over the money I have now? Oh, it's a little hot in here. But yeah. But yeah, yeah. So that's just something to think about, because stewardship, it really does matter. It really does matter. Now, think about the fact that more is going to bring on more responsibility. Some of us are saying we want to be business owners. It's a lot of work in being a business owner. You are in control 24 hours, 7 days a week. Anything goes wrong, you're the person they are going to come to. It's you, it's nobody else. You are the CEO of your business. Nobody else, you. And I love to remind myself of this. I have this on my journal, you know, um, the CEO. Yeah, I love, the CEO. So you're going to be the CEO of that business. So before you talk about, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Nothing is wrong with that. But you are in total control. You are in control of paying for the lease, for the equipment, inventory, making sure it's staffed up, hire, fire people, all of that is going to fall on you. It's a lot of responsibility, a lot of responsibility, which brings me to what I missed over this. I stepped over this. Luke 12:48. To whom much is given, much is required. To whom much is given, much is required. We're thinking, oh, I'm just going to open up this little cute boutique and all these little cute clothes and all these little cute hats and cute shoes. Everything is cute. That is work. You got to contact the vendors. You got to make sure everything come in on time. You got to label it. I have a very close friend and she's an eBay seller. And I used to sell on eBay many, many, many moons ago. But she's an eBay seller. And I went over to her home for Thanksgiving and she was like, hey, come into my eBay room. I want you to see it. I was floored. I was floored. This, she has these bags. She has bags like this. Everything is labeled, everything is in its place. Everything has something in it. So as soon as she gets an order, she goes to her stock room and she label and she pulls it out and she packages up. That is very organized. She's being very organized. She's being very efficient, very effective because she is running her own business in addition to a full time job. So, yeah, that takes a lot. A lot more will bring on more responsibility. Your time is no longer your time. Think about YouTube. This is like a mini business in itself. When you say you're going to go live for a certain amount of time, you got to be, you got to be on point. Hello, Bowie, Unshackled. Hey, how are you? Just talking about, the fact that to those who's given more is going to be required. So if you want more, we're always asking for more, 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 more. But what are we going to do with it? Are we going to be efficient? Are we going to do what we say we're going to do? You want to be a business owner. Are you going to do a homeowner? That's another one. People want to be homeowners. It takes a lot to be a homeowner. Yes, it looks really cute on paper. It looks really cute when you see the commercials of all these different homes, but the maintenance upkeep is it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work. Let me put it like that. It's a lot of hard work. So, we're asking for more. We're asking for more. But can we really be trusted with more? Can we be trusted with more? So are you going to be out there doing the lawn, making sure you got to get a roof, you got to keep the windows, everything, maintenance. Can you more trust it with more days? And when you are a business owner and your business has to be open Monday through Saturday, you don't get a lazy day. You really don't, especially if you're the person who is opening up the business and you're just one person. You don't have any staff. You're just starting out. You know, I've been talking to you guys about the fact that I'm a new children's book author. That's a lot of work, a lot of work. I have to be organized. I went and did the interview on the television station the other day. So making sure I am getting engaged in the community, making sure that I'm organized, making sure that I'm marketing, making sure that I'm, following up with my website. It's a lot of work. It might sound cute to say, oh, I'm an author. Yeah, it takes a lot of work. You got to be working with illustrators. You got to be working with editors. And sometimes you're the editor, but you want to make sure what you put out is going to be good word. Thank you so much. Thank you. And everything isn't going to be perfect, but we just got to think before we start asking God for more and more and more. Are we going to be good stewards over what he gives us? Boli Unshackled, we were talking about, the fact that sometimes we're asking for more finances, but we're not being good stewards over $10. We're not being good stewards over 100, 1,000. So when we get that $200,000, what are we going to do with it? So we were just talking about, having a budget. So yeah, it's just really important when we're asking for more, what are we going to do with the more? What are we going to do with the more? And I kind of want to hear from you guys. Have you been in a position? I know, Boli Unshackled, you're a new author as well. So I know you can talk about the labor that you put in to writing, your book. I think you say you have like a 21-day devotion. Yeah, so that takes a lot of time. And you're very consistent with your daily podcast. You come on at a certain time, and a lot of times I'm at work, so I'll have it playing in the background. But yeah, it's a lot of work. Yes, this is really good, sis, and a necessary conversation. Thank you. Yes, because all of this asking for more and more. What are you going to do when you get it? What are you going to do when you get the more? So one of the action steps is practice discipline where you are. Show up on time, give your best, and treat your current role as training ground for greater. So we got to treat it as training ground for greater. Are you going to show up? A lot of times we don't even want to show up for ourselves, let alone other people. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do this. And we can do big things. I want to encourage people to do big things, but you got to count the cost. Count the cost if you want to be the boss. You got to count the cost. You really do. There is a cost to pay for success. It's just not going to drop out of the sky. Me and my girlfriend was having that conversation today. We want to we want to earn more, do more, get more. There is a cost. And when we see people being successful, we can come up with all these excuses as to why they're being successful. Most times people are putting in the work. They are putting in the work. They're not just getting lucky. Oh, he's so lucky. Oh, she's so lucky. No, I don't believe in luck. I believe in favor. I believe that God will give us favor, but we have to do our part. We just do. It's simple. The math is easy. The math is very easy. Definitely count the cost and allow the Lord to grow you. That's right. And that's another thing. And I think I'm going to do something on this. Have we really surrendered our business over to the Lord? For us who want to be business owners, entrepreneurs, have we really surrendered that to Him? And we're not going by what man says that we should do. Now, we know there are certain principles we have to follow. We know there are certain laws we need to follow. We got to follow our state laws and all that good stuff. That's mandatory. That is mandatory. But have we really surrendered our business? Lord, what is your path for my business? I just want, because if I'm going to be in control, it's not going to work. It's going to fail. It's going to be a big flop. It's going to be a big flop. Hello, Real Eyes. Good. So happy to have you here. You've been rolling with me for 2 days in a row. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Yeah, just talking about the fact how we just ask for more and more, but we are not being good stewards over what we have. Another point is God tests the heart before the hand. Many of us ask for more influence, whether it's in ministry, business, social media. But if you can't, encourage two people, if you can't encourage two people, how are you going to encourage 200? You're in the store, you don't even speak to people. You don't even speak to your neighbor. How are you going to encourage people? You're rude to people on social media. You're just typing in ugly stuff. Not that you need to be in full agreement with what somebody is saying, but I'm a firm believer. You do not have to try to belittle people and say ill will things about something someone is saying, and you don't like what they're saying on the channel. The channel. Keep scrolling. It just really bothers me when I see, I'm gonna say it. I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it. Okay, I'm gonna say it, y'all. Here's the courage. It just kind of irritates me when I see creative content creators utilizing their time to belittle other content creators. And they're using their name and they're bashing people. What is that about? What is that about? That is just so crazy to me. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you spend so many hours? You sat in front of a camera to bash someone and then you upload it for clicks. Where is the heart? What are you thinking? What's happening there? And I'm like, well, maybe this is something that maybe the content creators have come up with this behind our backs and we don't know about it. And they're like, we're just going to sabotage each other. Even if they are doing that, it's wrong. We just shouldn't be doing stuff like that. We shouldn't be spewing venom on people. That's just crazy. What is that? Real odds. They want to motivate, but yet they are negative and judgmental to so many around them. To me, they are miserable and jealous and really don't want others to succeed. And I'm like, and these are some really good. I mean, when you're just really consumed now. I just feel like you've become consumed with someone that you just sit there and be like, I'm going to get X amount of clicks. So yeah, we just really need to ask God just to guard our hearts and our minds and to clear us up, clean us up, clean us up. That's, I had to say it. Okay, I feel better. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. But yeah, we gotta think about that thing. So start serving faithful in small ways. Volunteer, mentor, encourage one person daily, and that's how you're getting more ready. Because as you know, we're in boot camp sometimes, and boot camp is preparing us, and that's why sometimes we're not getting everything that we're asking for because we are in boot camp mode. I can think back on times when I have applied for a job and I didn't get the promotion. Not that I didn't have the skill sets. I've had feedback. Oh, you were so good. You were so on point. Because I'm the type of person I want to ask for feedback. What could I have done, better? What were you looking for? Was I missing something? I've had interviewers tell me that I checked every box. But you know what? Later God showed me that job wasn't for you. I'm going to share something with you guys. Um, Within my job, we've been going through a lot of downsizing. And I had applied for this job last year. And I had two interviews and I had a couple of people from the departments to IM me and say, "Oh, you did a wonderful job. They're talking about you, da 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 da." Well, I didn't get selected. And I was kind of feeling like because I knew I had blew it. I'm like, I knew without a shadow of a doubt I aced that interview. I just knew without a shadow of a doubt I aced that interview. I felt good. I felt very confident. I was like, bam, bam, bam. I went in with my little portfolio showing everything that I had done and what I could do and all that kind of stuff and did not get selected. And then my husband had to remind me. He was like, now you're the woman of faith that's walking around. Lord, if it's for me, open the door. If it's not for me, close the door. He said, now the door done been closed and you got a problem. Just love it when the husbands remind us of stuff or vice versa. And he was like, that door wasn't meant for you. Don't worry about it. I was like, okay, you're um a few days later, someone from the me and he was like, hey, they have another position available that's coming up. You need to apply because you were so close. You were so close. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Y'all, they came in week before last and wiped out that entire department. And my husband was like, and that was a job you wanted so bad. We hate to see anyone lose their jobs, but then when you see stuff like that happens, you're like, oh wow, that was God's protection. I didn't even know it. That was God's protection. And sometimes God will protect us with a no. He will protect us with a not yet. He will protect us sometimes with a blank no. It's a wrap. You're not going to get it. It's not for you. And we got to be open to that. We got to understand everything we ask for, we should not receive. We should not receive. God was protecting you. Absolutely. But sometimes we can't see it. We feel like, well, I know I was qualified. I know I met, check, check, check. I did this, this, this. But it just wasn't for you. And we got to learn how to be okay with that. That's what we tell our children. We're not going to give our children a car at the age of 10. No, you're not ready. You're not going to get a car at the age of 14. No, you're not ready. You know, sometimes we're not ready. We are not. So, start serving faithfully in small ways. Like I said, volunteer, mentor, give, share with others, share with others. Be there for other people. Just don't always be thinking about me, me, me. Again, to much whom is given, much is required. And a lot of that starts with serving. We need to learn how to serve. We need to learn how to serve others, pray for others, be there for others. Just do an act of kindness. Sometimes just smiling at someone. How is your day going? Learning how to listen to people. We don't have to always give the advice. Sometimes we can be the ones just listening, having the listening ear. and it's okay for us to do that. So, yeah, so I just want to thank you guys for coming in and talking to me. And yeah, this is my second live of the day. So I'm myself stirred up to do more lives. That seat to just do a little bit more live. So I really guys coming in, talking to me. I'm not gonna hold you up. I just hope the rest of your day is well. It goes well. I hope your day today been going well. And thank you guys so much. And until the next time, continue to grow and glow in the Lord. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.